Outdoor Adventures.
Greetings everyone, Chuke here from Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I've gotten a lot of feedback on my videos of the new FN 510 tactical 10mm. I'm really happy with it. Some of the big questions I'm getting are, should you get a Glock 20 Gen 5, which is also very recent, within the last month, released, or the FN? And in some ways, I am going to compare them, but in some ways it's not fair because the FN is almost double the price of the Glock 20 Gen 5. So that's not fair, and it is what it is. But you know, there's a much different price point, and they did put a little more work into this. That being said, you can't go wrong with the Glock 20 Gen 5. I know we had some problems with it originally, but Chuck and I went out again. We tried to make it fail, and we just couldn't. We put a bunch of heavy ammo in it, and we could not get it to jam. So if you're on a budget, just go ahead and get one of these. But I'm going to take an honest look at both of them and tell you which one I would rather have, and that's basically if money was no option. So let's go ahead and get them on the tabletop, compare them back to back. We'll fire them, and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, let's compare the Glock 20 Gen 5 10mm, pretty new, to the brand new FN 510 tactical 10mm. Both of these weapons are clear. Pop the mag out of this one, and it's clear. Just right off the bat, when I talk about ergonomics, the Gen 5 is not bad. They have improved on the ergonomics, but I have to hand it to FN that the ergonomics are better. At least for me, it feels better in my hand. I've got the larger palm swell on there. It comes with one extra palm swell that's smaller, so if your hands are a little bit bigger, this might be more comfortable. I like the stippling on the front and the back, on the side. Right here, I just like the texture. I like the serrations on the slide more. Definitely for ergos, I'm going to give it to the FN. As far as sights, that's a no-brainer. These come with crummy plastic stock sights. So, you know, it's a given. You got to upgrade these to Trijicon or some kind of night sights. These have stock tritium suppressor height sights. So that's part of the price point difference already, is that you're getting more in this package, and this is just amazing. They've got this shroud there, really tactical combat sight, but these are night sights, and just a million. I love everything about these. A million times better. Both are Optic ready, so kudos to Glock for doing that with the MOS version, so you can put your Optic of choice on top of there. Obviously, this has a longer barrel with the threaded barrel. They're both striker fire. The trigger, I slightly give it to FN. I'm not a big fan of kind of the mushy Glock trigger, but with the Gen 5s, they did do some improvement, but I'm never going to choose a stock Glock trigger. So the FN wins with that. Barrel, I have to give it to FN. I believe it's a rifle barrel, and you can shoot hard cast, no problem, because they did mention the twist, but it's a heavy hammer forged, much heavier barrel, and a special crown and all that. Definitely a better barrel. When it comes to the feed ramp, they actually polish the feed ramp for you in this thing. More of a match gun, whereas stock Glock does not have a feed ramp that is necessarily polished. Magazines, you do get 3, and I really like Glock magazines because they're very reliable, and like all brand new Glocks, you get 3. You only get 2 mags with this, which is a shame, but you get a 15 rounder just like Glock, but they also throw in a 22 rounder. So really, when it comes to mags, even though you get 1 less, I have to hand it to FN that they give you a stock 22 rounder. So definitely beats it out there. As far as recoil, I felt less recoil in the FN. I just believe it's got a better system of handling recoil. I felt I shot it better. They're both very reliable. I would give the reliability equal. I did clean this before shooting it, was the mistake I made with this guy. I didn't do that. So pretty interesting, but obviously a lot more features in this guy. All right, new FN 510 Tactical versus the new Glock 20 Gen 5. 5 shots each. Five shots of the Glock 20.
It's a shame. $700 dude. Oh, wow. $669. Got it for $5.
5 shots of the Glock 20.
$200 scope on Vortex Vanquish.
Well, there you have it, folks. I have to choose the FN. There's no question. It's got a lot of the features that the Glock 20 doesn't have. I feel like I shoot it better. The size, everything is better on the FN, I would say. But is it worth that almost double price point? I would say if you're looking for value, go ahead and get the Glock 20. If you're looking for a woods gun that's going to keep you alive, and you got, you know, $550, $600, go ahead and get the Glock 20.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, getting shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you go outside.